The cat's been fed, and it's time for another edition of Try Hard Gaming with me, Roll Cage TV, where I do the best I can with what I've got, which is not a lot of challenge, not a lot of challenge, no, awful lot of challenge. Well, not a lot of talent, but a whole lot of second chances. This is my second stream of Civilization 6. And the first stream may not make it to YouTube. Actually, it probably will make it to YouTube in a unlisted fashion. If you're watching this on YouTube, look down in the description to find links to the my first attempt at playing this game. It was a challenge. For the days when they used to actually give you physical books with your games when you downloaded them. You know, even if you downloaded a game, if they put together like a manual and just, you know, the game came with a link to go read the manual, that would be nice. They do have this Civicopedia thing, Civilopedia, in this game. Anyway, no pictures or anything. Nothing to tell me how to work the interface. It was a disaster, in other words. But we're back at it. I tried to get information. I watched video after video. I looked on the wiki. Nothing could help me understand what the heck was going on. There was nothing that I found that was basic enough. Until I finally came across one video series. And I'd shout the person out, but I don't remember who it was. Maybe I'll put a link somewhere. Anyway, somebody did a series that showed, it was on the initial PC release. In fact, it was like 6 years ago, and over 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago, I guess. And they did a 15 tips video, which was way over my head. But then after the 15 tips video, somebody in the comments said, why don't you actually, like, teach us how to play this game? Because your tips do not help, even though you said it's tips for beginners. And nowhere else did I find anything that was, here's how you actually play the game. Here's what the game is about. So, but I did find a video. It's a whole series. I might actually link that in the description if I remember. Yeah. So, shout out to that person. Oh, who was it? Quill18. Yeah, Quill18. Look him up. And he's got a whole playlist. Anyway, yes, he was very helpful. Although, like I said, it was the PC version. I could have looked specifically for Xbox version, which would help show off the interface. But I can figure out what buttons do what. I just didn't know what the whole concept was. Anyway, but I got it together now. And during the last stream, I started off with playing the tutorial. And I'm going to run through the tutorial again for the first hour or so. Which reminds me, I forgot to get my phone. Hold on a second. I need to get my timer started so I know when it is that I actually started this. Clock and go. Okay. Now, because I don't want episodes to run more than an hour for YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube, I will let you know. As I said in the last video, this is currently on sale on the Xbox Store, 65% off. I do not know how long the sale is going to run. I do not know if I'll even get the YouTube video out by the time the sale is over. But 65% off for the anthology version, which includes everything. And in fact, I made a mistake when I first came in and went to downloadable content. And it showed all these things, but it also showed this New Frontier Pass. And I hit A to purchase. And it turns out that all the New Frontier Pass comes with just some of these other things that I've already got. So I had to contact Microsoft and request a refund because all the content was included. But that's actually not too hard of a deal. They even have an option in their menus that says, why are you returning this? Why do you want a refund? Because all or most of the content you already was owned or was included in another list or something. So yeah. So anyway, so don't do that, but go ahead and think about buying it. The game is so comprehensive. I wish I had a book. There's no books. For the days when you could get physical copies of instruction manuals. I remember the days when you could get physical copies of like strategy guides, which I used to always buy or order or whatever. But I think there's a Civ 5 official strategy guide you can get, and that was it. There doesn't seem to be a Civ 6 official strategy guide. There are strategy guides. If you go on Amazon, people wrote their own, and I'm sure they're trash. Many of them are free for Kindle. Anyway, yeah, that's a problem with Amazon books. You have to be careful because people could just publish their own books and they're awful trash and you don't even know it. But I figured things out. I watched the video, so I'm going to get started on the tutorial again. One thing about the tutorial, though, I was all psyched after the end of the last episode. I was finally starting to get things going, understanding, and signed off, and then was ready to save the tutorial and pick it up again where I left off. Oh, silly roll cage, silly boy, silly old man roll cage. You can't save your progress in the tutorial. Anyway, so I'm going to play this tutorial for like the first hour or so, just to go through things again, now that I actually know what buttons to hit. And then I'm going to jump into starting an actual game. Maybe for one episode, maybe 2 episodes, I don't know. 2. When I say episodes, I mean YouTube episodes for either 1 or 2 hours. If you're watching this on Twitch, then that's the whole stream. How the stream is about 3 hours, so 3.5 hours. Anyway, speaking of YouTube and Twitch, I'm trying to get 100 subscribers on YouTube. YouTube.com/@RollCageTV. I'm over halfway there, but I'm trying to get 100 subscribers. If I get 100 subscribers, I've committed myself to doing a Discord, and the Discord will let you use cool emotes like these two and these two animated ones. I think you have to have Nitro to get the animated ones. The first 2 you see there are for followers on Twitch. The second 2 are for subscribers on Twitch. I'm going to make more for Twitch and also for Discord. But please consider subscribing. So I will. Setting up a Discord is difficult. I want to make sure that I have enough people. Anyway, let's get started in the tutorial.
From the maelstrom of sand, wind, and fire, our people emerge and arrive here.
This might be
a
too
new
loud.
world.
I don't know. I have to
One
see if
ripe
I need to
with
turn
great
down voice
possibility
and cinematic sounds and all that stuff.
and even greater dangers.
I adjusted sound effects, turned that down.
Here our people stand, their destinies unwritten.
Because I remember...
Will they push forward into greatness?
I remember that...
or see themselves lost
when they
to
built
the ages.
something, it was so loud I couldn't take it anymore.
Their fate lies in your hands.
And what else did I turn? I turned something else down. I don't know what it was. Anyway. All right, here we go. I played as Cleopatra last time. I'm going to go ahead and play as Gilgamesh this time for something a little bit different.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Much rests upon your shoulders, King Gilgamesh. Your own people, and many people of the world, look to you as a leader. But you are more than a mere man, and the weight of the world will never cause you to waver. Encourage the people of Sumer to settle the fertile lands along rivers, and be sure to choose your allies carefully, for there will be many vying for a piece of your strength. Venture forth, for it is time to begin your epic tale.
Okay. And as far as these abilities and stuff, I have not really much idea of what they all do, but, you know, you can read it there.
Welcome, Gilgamesh.
You want it?
Our people's fate lies in your hands. Great is the responsibility placed upon you. Perhaps I may be of service.
Yes.
For too long we have roamed this world without a land to call our own. It is time we put down roots.
Yes, it is. Select settler. Press A to select the settler unit.
Our brave
Got it.
settlers await your command. We should found our first city here.
Okay. It's telling me I found a city. I can go into move mode. I can skip the turn. I can sleep. I can also expand the menu. It's not letting me expand the menu for this unit, apparently. Anyway, I was having a hard time last time
From the
wondering
seeds of
how do
the
you
small city shall
skip
you
certain
grow an
things?
empire. But to truly thrive, we must first see to the needs of our people.
Because it gave me an option to just go ahead and you just hit X to end the menu to end your turn, but it wasn't giving me the end my turn option unless I did other things first. And I thought, no, I just want to let all that stuff sit. I just want to skip stuff. But it turns out you can't do that. You have to have production running at all times and civics running at all times. So yeah. Great civilization, city size is represented by its population, indicating on the left. Right. Uruk. Got it. Its city also claims surrounding lands, your exclusive, dash borders. I guess you get solid borders after a while.
Though
so you can
small now,
close people out.
our city will continue to grow if you allow it to. Its fate and that of our people depend upon you.
Okay, thank you. Choose how each city in your civilization is to grow and expand over time, improving the land you control and creating new buildings and districts within your borders.
We
All
are
right.
fortunate that the land surrounding our city is rich in resources. Developing it will be key to our survival.
I understand that they actually start your first settler out in a decent place. There might be a better place, but the AI actually tries to start you off in a decent place on the map. Generates a variety of yields at the start of the turn. These are obtained from the hexes. That's one thing that I did is I did turn on showing the resources on the different lands, so I don't have to mouse over them. It doesn't make it look as clean on the map, but you know, it gives me the information I want. So I'm going to need that crutch for a while. So food and production. Food fuels the city growth, the community's population, more food, faster growth, and production used in new buildings. Yes. Okay. Need to be worked by your population. Each citizen can work one hex within your borders.
We are blessed to
Got
have
it.
such bountiful lands within our borders. Still, a civilization is comprised of people, not just earth.
I would hope so. Growing your palm is very important to take advantage of all the yields in the surrounding lands. Yes.
Such lands will
you
surely
need
draw the
food to
attention of the
support the
barbarian
population.
raiders plaguing this area. We must prepare to fight back if we are to survive.
I'll talk about this more after I finish this tutorial when I start the first game, but there are so many options, extra rule sets and stuff, because I have, in the Anthology Edition that I bought, less than $25 on Xbox, for the Xbox, if you hurry up and get the sale. And it comes with everything. So you get all these optional rule sets, everything.
Our city requires warriors.
And just recently, they just released a new DLC like 2 months ago. Like I think in March of this year or something. Warriors, yes. We need to create warriors. Okay, I can choose production. Is it going to let me do these other things? No, it's not going to let me. Because I can also get to the production menu different ways, I think. So anyway, choose the city and select change city production and press A. Okay, so it's not going to let me do anything but select the city, so I'll choose the production.
If our people are to survive in these lands, we must focus their efforts. Only then can we master this world.
All right. Production chooser from here can construct buildings, create wonders, train military units, select warrior, etc.
Our people's protection is our utmost concern. Direct your city towards the creation of a warrior.
I will do that. It is actually letting me select other things now. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, it's just letting me select units. There's nothing else I can build there. Can I go to a different... No, that's all it's letting me select. Okay.
Training has
commenced. And it costs time.
Already our people
not money,
feel more secure.
Okay.
Our empire will not be built overnight. We have accomplished all we can this day.
All right. Turn-based game, decisions are made and actions performed during a game turn, much like playing a board game. In fact, originally there was a board game, and it was published by Avalon Hill, a company that I used to love because I used to play some of their tactical war games. And that was like back in the early 80s, the board game came out. So but then the PC game was developed and they said, oh, no, it had nothing to do with the board game, which just happened to be called Civilization and happened to have all of the same features. But we weren't inspired by that or anything because they didn't license any of the intellectual property from Avalon Hill at the time. So there was a lawsuit and all this other stuff. Excuse me. But then it turned out that Hasbro, I guess it was, bought out both companies, and so that settled the lawsuit. Pretty funny. Was it Microprose versus Microsoft, or Microprose versus it was Microprose. I don't remember. I looked it up on the wiki. Okay. New turn will begin. Number of game turns will take indicated, but in this tutorial, they're going to skip ahead some turns. Okay, end the turn to finish your turn. And again, there's nothing else I can do, is there? No. They'll give me more freedom as the tutorial goes on. I can't move my sticks or anything. I can't even zoom.
Our warriors continue to train. But if we are to be more than the barbarian tribes we defend against, we must explore other areas of development.
Yes, we will. Choose research. Yes. I guess you don't start to do you can do units on turn 1 and research on turn. You can't do research on the first turn?
There are those among us with minds adept at unlocking the world's secrets. We need only guide them.
Okay, technology advances your people is attained through research. By completing research, technologies will unlock new ways to exploit the land, new military units, new city upgrades, and much more. Show me how, please do. Now I get to select what the different researches do. And it's not letting me select anything but mining. I can't open the technology tree or anything. So I guess I will select mining. Oh, I can make that go away by hitting that button. Okay. I still can't select anything else.
Excellent. As our people's understanding of the earth increases, so too will our ability to harness its riches and increase our production capabilities. We must give them time to do their work.
Yes. Just as new building was fueled by production, research technology fueled by science. Oh, maybe that's why I couldn't research anything, because I didn't have science till after turn 1. Science per turn, how quickly your research projects are completed is determined by the total amount of science generated at your cities. As more science you generate, the faster you. So up in the upper, on the top bar to the left, that's the amount of science I'm getting per turn, I believe. Yes. That's science and, what is the second option? Luxury, I think. And then after that is spiritual points or something like that, I think. I'm trying to remember what everything does.
Barbarian raiders approach our city. We are
Oh,
surely
no.
too prized a target for them to ignore.
Right.
We cannot allow these savages to pillage and destroy all we have built. Our warriors have completed their training. Let us commit them to battle.
Right. There's actually one I mentioned optional rules and stuff. There's one optional rule set that I would love to play with, where the barbarians are not all generic. There's different flavors of barbarians that have different capabilities and things. So they're almost like the city states in the game, which is something we'll get to as I move along. So it's pretty cool, and you can actually set up alliances, or not full alliances, but something, I don't know, I haven't played it, but it looks interesting. That's one optional role I might end up turning on. We have rushed, here's the other time, rush the production of these units. Normally production would have taken several more turns to complete. Okay. Select the warrior, so it's still showing turn 3, but it would have normally taken 8 turns. And finally I can scroll on my map. Okay. So right stick lets me scroll back and forth. Left stick lets me move the unit or the selection tool around. And I think I have a little bit more freedom now, right? Do I? Can I, okay, I guess I have to select this.
Warriors are the blade with which we will strike down our enemy. They need only your hand
Right.
to guide them.
Right, gotcha. I have to move the warrior. Now, oh, good, I have other options. I can skip the turn, I can fortify, and then I can expand this out normally and have other things he can do. But right now, that's all they're letting me do. So I will do that. Tell him to attack. And I bet I win.
Victory! The barbarians have learned we are not a people to be trifled with. Still, they will return, and next time I fear they will not take us so lightly.
What I understand is if you find scouts, which those were not scouts, if you find scouts, you have to make sure you take care of them, because otherwise they'll go back and tell their encampment about you. Which is interesting. That's something you can also turn off, some optional rule. You can turn off the barbarians.
We should take
play
advantage
that.
of this lull in hostilities. With our warriors now prepared, we may focus our production capabilities towards the city itself.
Yes, please do. Tasks which must be completed before you can end your turn. See, I missed this the first time I played through. You have to do those tasks. Tasks must be completed before you can end your turn will appear in the notification panel on the bottom right of the screen. Since production is finished in the city, you get a reminder that you need to choose the next thing to provide before you can end your turn. Yes. And that's a required action. You can open up the panel on the left with the left button to do that stuff too, but you have to select your city first, I think. Anyway. Yeah, it's not letting me select. I found out how to select something I was going nuts with. I had a unit in the city, and I had to select the hex, which selected the unit. I didn't know how to select just the city underneath the unit, but there's a button to do that, which I can show you when I get there.
The lands surrounding our city are fertile, yet as of now, they lie undeveloped. We must create a workforce if we are to make the most of the resources within our borders.
Yes, please. Please show me how. Train builder. And again, it's not letting me do anything except train the builder. I can scroll the menu up. But, yeah. All I can do is select the builder. And in the full menu, there's ways to buy things instead of instead of actually using
Excellent.
terms. But
The skills these builders will attain will dramatically improve our civilization.
Builder has been added to the city's production queue. It will take several turns to complete its training, since there are no remaining decisions that need to be made. Next turn button is displayed. Okay. And again, all I can do is press the button.
While our builders train to improve life within our borders, we must not ignore the lands beyond them. The only way to truly master this world is to understand it.
Of course. Whatever that means. Your city and the lands immediately around it are revealed, but the areas beyond, represented by blank parchment, indicate parts of the world you have not yet explored. Right. And the world is actually, the whole world is actually potentially very large. I don't know if you even know when you get to the end of the world.
Beyond combat, our warriors make for ideal explorers in this uncertain and hostile world. You need only give the word, and they shall set forth into the unknown.
All right. Now, again, I'm supposed to select my warrior. Triggers to zoom in and out. And bumpers will open panels if they're not letting me do that. Can I select my city? No, they're not even letting me select it. Movement range of 2, blue color indication on the land around the unit displays further selection. Okay.
Alone, on foot, the wildlands take a heavy toll on our troops. Perhaps there is a smoother path.
Right. Whatever that means. Open terrain like plains of grassland only consume 1 movement point, whereas more difficult terrain will consume 2 or more movement points. With the warrior selected, use the left stick to select the highlight location and press the A button. Got it. And they want me to move the warrior over there. I wonder if I tried to select the wrong thing. Oh, it wouldn't let me. It's giving me things saying, no, you need to move here. I will do that.
Already our warriors' efforts bear fruit. They have come upon a small tribal village.
Ah, okay, it's to the upper left of them. I didn't even see it. I didn't see it last time either. What's the colloquialism for this? Goody huts? Something like that? Because they give you things? Instant benefits. Extra population, rewarding gold. Yes.
This people seem different from the barbarian tribes we encountered. Perhaps we should make contact instead of combat.
Yeah, I joked last time, contact and parentheses, like spread disease to them. Since warriors use all his movement points, done with the accident's turn, production research tasks are still in progress. So there's no other decision to be made. Okay. And again, all I can do is say end turn, so I will do that.
Our warriors stand before the village gates. They await your command to enter.
Okay. To explore a tribal village, move one of your units onto the tribal village hex. Try moving your warrior unit there now. Okay, I will do that. But I can also... Yes, I can open up stuff like this now. So I can select the city. They're giving me more and more freedom as... wrong buttons. They're giving me more and more freedom. Except I can't select other stuff now. I'd like saying, oh, they're giving me more freedom. I can select other things, but I can't select this city thing now. Can I select this gear? No, I can't do anything. I can only go back and do what they want me to do. So, move the warrior.
It would seem friendship has its rewards. Our success against the barbarians has reached this village. Impressed by our culture, they wish to rise up against their oppressors and join us in the fight against the Horde.
Ooh, nice. Grant awards when exploring a player of the tribal village grants you a new scout unit, which has appeared in your city. Okay.
Though not skilled in the ways of
Good deal.
combat, this tribe possess a great knowledge of the land. Their ability to move through the terrain quickly makes them ideal scouts. We should put them to good use.
One thing that I learned I did not learn from watching these videos, but I did learn from reading the comments in one of the videos, is that when you explore with a scout, if your first contact with another quote-unquote player, AI player, civilization, is with a scout, then you'll start off on friendly terms with them. If your first contact with the civ is with a warrior, then you'll start off on a bad terms with them. So if you want to get off to a good start, scout with your scout. Movement of 3, yes. Towards an undiscovered
We
part of
should
the map.
employ these scouts with caution. They are excellent explorers, but poor warriors. It would be wise for them to avoid battle whenever possible.
Yes. Oh, are they letting me actually have some freedom now? They're not telling me where to go? Wow. Can I open the menu up now? No. Can I select the city now? No. Okay, so all I can do, if I hit the left stick, it does let me select the word, huh? And the scout. Okay. Well, move. Where should I move? They're not telling me where to move. I'm lost. Let's move. Why can't I move there? Oh, because I'm crossing a... No. Am I crossing a river? Oh, why can't I move there? They're just telling me, no, you can't move there? Or is they telling me... That's weird. Huh. Why can't I move there? It's an open plain. Well, now I want to move there. No, they're not going to let me move there. Weird. Okay, well, I'll move here. That will take 2 turns to move. That I can move in 1 turn. I don't want to explore that way, though. Okay, this I can move in 1 turn. I'll move here. I think, now I have to have my turn. I think the person I first run into is... Oh, no, well, that's plain as Cleopatra, the first person I run into is... but it looks like I'm in the same land, actually.
Exploration may bring many rewards, but let us not forget the safety of our capital. We should direct our warriors home for its protection.
Okay, let's do that. To be ordered to move longer distances, but given them a multi-turn order. This will animate these others, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so basically, multi-turn, you just say, okay, there, I want to go there. It's not letting me move them anywhere else. Oh, I wonder if the scout, they wouldn't let me go there because they want to demonstrate that he can move farther. Weird. Okay.
Our scouts await orders. They must explore and teach us about new lands yet undiscovered. Our city continues to prosper. Already our people thrive and our population grows.
Very good. Population of the first city has grown from 1 to 2. As long as the city is well fed and its people are happy, it will continue to grow. The citizens of the city work the surrounding plots and improvements, contributing to greater yields. Higher population contributes to faster science. Faster city production, faster cultural growth. Got it. Okay. It's always a good strategy to not only found new cities to expand your realm, but also to grow these cities. Okay. Can I set this guy on automate exploration? That's something they didn't tell me about before. Didn't tell me about in the tutorial, I think. No, apparently I can't. Alright. Sure, let's move here.
There are no further matters to attend to today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Finally, they're letting me open up the expanded menu, which just includes deleting the unit. And left stick will let you go between different things. The cancel, they're on a multi-move order, so that will let me cancel. I can select my city, and now can I go into production and all this other stuff? Oh, still not letting me go into the citizens. If I select yields, it lets me change. Oh, but it's not letting me do yet. Okay. Change what I produce. My down below that, it lets me set. The governor of the city decides what citizen's going to work. I can change the city name here, but I'm not. Pressing the right button. Give me information. Status is happy. Yay. They have an amenity. I don't know how they got that amenity. Okay. It will let me show the production. So I have a builder coming in 3 turns. I can build a monument in 6. Are they going to let me do that? I think that's part of the tutorial, but I'd have to put it. I'd either, if I select it outright, then does it change the priority, or does it? Because there's a way to multi-queue things.
The task at hand is of critical importance.
Oh,
Might I
they're not
advise
going to let me.
patience in this matter? We should.
Yeah. So they're not letting me do that. But yeah, there is a way to queue items. Oh, okay. So this would be a way to queue it, I guess. Yeah, add to queue. But they're not letting me. Okay. That's how you do it. And what is multi-queue? Ah. Interesting. This stuff I've never seen, so I'll have to explore that on my own. Okay, well, end my turn.
While our forces prepare the defense of our city, our best minds have discovered how to extract precious resources from the earth itself. With an abundance of valuable stone nearby, our builders may be able to exploit this knowledge when they complete their training.
One thing that I wish this tutorial did is if they told you, okay, you're on your own now, because then that would tell me when is a good place to stop the tutorial. But they don't. You just kind of keep playing, not realizing that if you continue, you're going to lose all your progress anyway. Searching the technology because you just completed mine. Okay. We'll always be researching technology because they won't let me not research. Have to choose what to
Our
research
people delight
next.
in the pursuit of knowledge. We need only direct their efforts, and they shall uncover yet another mystery of this world.
Okay. Research must be selected. This is the technology tree. And again, they're only letting me select policy. I can't open the tree.
A
They'll
wise
show me that
decision.
eventually.
Our people may now uncover new uses for the materials we unearth in our mines and quarries. But let us not forget the exploration efforts of our scouts. There is a whole world before us to uncover.
Right. Can I auto-explore them now? We just be done in the pottery technology. End your turn once you remove your scout unit. Okay. No, they're still not letting me auto-explore. That's too bad. Pet? Pet? What does that do? That's how I heal me if I'm a scout? There's a heal, because I know there's a heal button. That's just an animation? Good boy. Who's a good boy? You know I gotta do that again. Yeah, we'll scratch the ears. Can I zoom in anymore? No. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's move them. Yeah, let's go up here now. Yeah, let's give them a multi-move order. Sure.
Our citizens rejoice at the return of our brave warriors. Perhaps they should fortify their position to defend against the barbarian threat.
Yes, we should. Not advancing military unit is often a good idea to fortify the unit. Or to fortify the unit will spend up to 2 turns digging in. It will increase their combat strength if they are attacked. Okay. So, let's do that. And again, it probably is not going to let me select anything but that. Okay, see. Oh, fortify and then fortify until healed. So they'll automatically unfortify once they're healed. That was the thing I was looking at. But, yeah, anyway. This is what they want me to do.
Excellent. With our warriors entrenched in their positions, our people are secure. It would be wise to maintain this advantage for as long as possible.
Yes, I'll do that. Now I have an advantage in combat because they're defending. You'll lose its fortified status and will have to be ordered to fortify again. Got it. Continue exploring the world with your scout unit. Okay. Okay, I could cancel, but they're on auto explore now. So, let's just tell them to keep going.
As our scouts continue to push onwards, let us turn inwards to our own capital.
Of course.
As our city grows, so too does our people's hunger. Our builders now stand ready. Constructing a farm on fertile lands within our city will increase our yield and better feed our people.
Okay. Builders construct wide variety of improvements to your land. Type of improvements can build a plot is often determined the type of terrain, etc., etc. Okay. First of all, I have to move the builder. And it's not going to let me do anything but move the builder. Okay.
These plains possess rich soil, an ideal spot to plant our first crops.
Okay. Construct a farm. Construct a farm here by opening the Build Improvements menu and selecting Build Improvements. Okay. So there, build. And farm. I guess you can't do these at all.
Excellent. With their stomachs full, our people prosper, and our population shall only grow.
I'm really glad that I turned down the sound effects, because that sound effect is really disgusting. Okay, constructed farm has increased the food yield from this plot from 1 food to 2, which you can see because I have the resource labels on. Granting new citizens work overtime, more food means faster growth. The minimum you're required, I think, to have 2 food per citizen. And I don't remember if that includes the citizen you get with the city, the abstract citizen you get with the city center. But anyway.
But remember, our builders' strength is not infinite. We would be wise to make the best use of their talents before exhausting them.
Yes, we would. Okay. 3 improvements before exhausting. Now that's
with their
2
basic
remaining.
needs
Okay.
met, our people now have the capability to construct more elaborate structures. Perhaps a monument to all they have accomplished will inspire them to evolve even further.
Perhaps it will. City can focus production on buildings like monuments. Build one now by selecting it in city's production queue. Okay. And they're going to show me how. And notice on the lower right corner, it's telling me this is like an optional thing I don't have to do. So they're so I have an X. I could just skip my turn. Why is it showing citizen there? Can I go back? No. It's flashing the citizen button. Well, anyway, the build menu's up. Not enough gold treasure to purchase this. What? Build a monument. In addition to turning units, your city can increase production to building like monument. Try building one now by selecting it in the city's production queue. I'm trying to. It's not letting me. Oh no. Monument. No. It's not letting me select the monument, and it's not letting me go back. I'm trapped! I'm trapped in this menu forever! Great. And I can't restart the tutorial if I restart. I can't save anything. If I go into here. Oh, I can change the map options. This is how you can turn on or off the yield icons. On the PC, there's an option to show land labels, like city, like continent names, stuff like that. I don't know if there's a way to do that here. How do I not have enough gold in the treasury to build it? Oh, this is terrible. It's broken. It wasn't broken before. What did I do wrong? I can't scroll down to units. I can't change the queue. I am stuck. That's just terrible. Oh. Well, folks, I think this is a good time to end the first hour of the stream. Oh. What happened? Somewhere I hit a button that they weren't expecting me to hit. Wow. Was the Auto Explorer a bad thing? Okay, well, I'm going to take a break here, folks. When we come back, I would like to run through this tutorial again, you know, keep going through this tutorial, but I'll have to start it all over again. So, yeah, I might do that. And then pick up again at this point for the next YouTube video. But this will be it for this YouTube video. And so if you're watching on YouTube, I will pick this up in one fashion or another in the next video. Or I'll just pick up the actual game I want to play. So we'll see. But if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you have good whatever. I'm thrown off. Can you tell I'm thrown off? Ah, bugs. Anyway, if you're watching on Twitch, I'll just throw up the BRB screen and be right back. If you're watching on YouTube, then I'll catch you in the next video. Either way, I will see you then.